Hello everyone. Today's our topic Class 7 Civics Lesson 1 Democracy. In this we are going to learn first about the government. The government is the body that governs or administers a political unit like a country or state. The government has the authority to make laws, settle disputes, maintain security and enforce public order and discipline. It also provides and maintains public facilities like roads, supply of water and electricity, and public transport. Different types of government. Monarchy. Monarchy is a hereditary form of government in which a single ruler rules the country. It was the most common form of government during the medieval period. Oligarchy, in which a small group of people holds all the power. Ancient Rome, South Africa, when it was ruled only by the whites, are examples. Theocracy is a form of government in which a group of religious leaders rule in the name of God and where governance is based on the tenets. Tenets is nothing but a principle or belief of that religion. Iran and Vatican City are examples. Dictatorship is a form of government where a person or group of people who have seized power by force and rule. Examples: Germany under Hitler, Pakistan under the rule of General Zia-ul Haq. Democracy. Democracy is a form of government in which the people govern the country, sometimes directly and sometimes indirectly, through their elected representatives. Examples: Brazil, United States of America. Next, totalitarian government. Monarchies. Monarchies, oligarchies, theocracies, and dictatorships are usually totalitarian regimes. In totalitarian government, the state or the monarch exercises absolute control and regulates every aspect of citizens' lives. People have no participation in the making and implementation of laws. Monarchies, through monarchies, though much reduced in power and influence, still exist in around 28 countries around the world, like in Japan, Morocco, Lesotho, Britain, Denmark, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Muscat. Most of the monarchies today are constitutional monarchies. The monarchs are just figureheads, and the actual running of the country is done by an elected parliament, like in Britain. Today, the most preferred form of government in the world is democracy, democratic government. The term democracy comes from the Greek word democrats, meaning ruled by the common people. The US President Abraham Lincoln defined democracy as a government of the people, by the people, for the people. It is a form of government where the people elect their representatives who in turn govern the nation. In a democracy, people have all the power in their hands, which they express through elections and public opinion. They have a constitution which guarantees basic personal and political rights, free and fair elections, and independent courts of law. A constitution is a set of laws and rules based on which a political unit is administered. Democracies can be of two types: direct democracy and indirect democracy. Direct democracy. The earliest democracies were direct democracies, where power lay in an assembly of all people who choose to participate in the governance of the country. The people framed laws for themselves and had all powers invested in them. Indirect democracy. As countries grew bigger, the people elected representatives who would govern on their behalf. The people, as countries grew bigger, people found that it was not possible or practical for everyone to be directly involved in governing the country. So, the people elected representatives who would govern on their behalf. This is called indirect or representative democracy. Here, the majority is ruled by a small group of elected representatives. Today, most of the democratic countries in the world are republics, where the head of the government is an elected president or prime minister, not a monarch. Some democratic countries are constitutional monarchies, where in a king or queen is head of state, but an elected parliament has all the power. This ensures that the powers of the monarch is limited and the people are assured basic human rights. The history of democracy. First, we will learn about Indian democracies. Some of the earliest instances of democratic systems of governance were found in ancient India. Between 600 and 500 BCE, states like Riji and Kalinga became more powerful republics. The king was elected by the people and he was advised by the Sabha. Sabha is nothing but a council of important chieftains of the tribe. And the Samiti. Samiti was a gathering of all the men of the tribe. Next, the Athenian democracy. Athens. Athens was a powerful city state in ancient Greece. It developed into a democracy around 500 BCE. Solon, a Greek lawgiver, gave Athens its first comprehensive code of law in 594 BCE. He laid the foundations for Athenian democracy, which was born as a reaction against the misuse of power by the earlier monarchs. In 510 BCE, Cleisthenes abolished monarchy and established one of the world's first democratic governments. It was a system of direct democracy where people did not elect representatives. They voted directly on issues and bills. Women and slaves, however, were not allowed to participate. Under the able statesmanship of the democratic leader Pericles, Athens reached the height of its glory. Early Rome. In 510 BCE, the last king of Rome was deposed and republic established. After 12 years of struggle between the ruling families and the rest of the population, a series of laws were passed called the Law of the 12 Tables, which recognized certain rights of the plebeians. Plebeians means population of the Rome. By the 4th century BCE, the plebeians were given the right to stand for consulship and other offices of the state. England and the Magna Carta. The King of England signed the Magna Carta in 1250 15 CE. In the Magna Carta, the king agreed to renounce certain rights and to let his power be restricted by the law. The Magna Carta includes the writ of habeas corpus, which gives people the right to appeal if they are imprisoned without just cause. This writ continues to be one of the cornerstones of individual freedom in democracies. Europe and the Renaissance. The Renaissance was swept through the medieval Europe in the end of the 14th century. The Renaissance was a movement where the common people started questioning the control of the church and the monarch over their lives as they rediscovered the democratic principles of ancient Athens and Rome. Age of Enlightenment, 17th and 18th century CE. During the Age of Enlightenment, the theory of modern democracy was formulated and philosophers defined the essential elements of democracy: equality, fundamental rights, religious freedom, separation of the church and the state. The Americans, through the 1760s and 1790s, developed the concept of republicanism. Republicanism is a political system that protects liberty and believes in equality and the rule of law. The Americans fought for the protection of civil rights for all, including the African Americans. The United States The United States Constitution was ratified in 1789 and the United States Bill of Rights came into effect in 1791. The Bill of Rights limits the powers of the government of United States and protects the rights of all United States citizens. The French Revolution 1789 to 1799. The French Revolution was a period of political and social upheaval in France. During the revolution, the common people of France overthrew the monarchy and formed a new government based on the principles of equality, liberty, and fraternity. The National Constituent Assembly drew up a Declaration of the Rights of Humans and of the Citizen in August 1789. It was based on the American Declaration of Independence. Inspired by the success of the American fight for independence and the French Revolution, the 20th century witnessed the emergence of numerous democracies like India, Australia, Greece, Germany, and Japan. The 20th century also saw two world wars with all its devastations. The United Nations was formed to ensure peace, security, and above all, human liberty. The key elements of democracy. Democracy, as a system of government, is the most popular form of government in the world today. The features of democracy that make it so popular are: a modern democracy has certain important features which are enshrined in its constitution. Rule by the people. A democracy is a political system where the people choose the government through regular, free, and fair elections. During elections, people choose their representatives from competing parties. The people thus decide who will represent them in parliament. A parliament is a body of elected representatives which will rule the country on behalf of the people. In a democracy, the people are the highest form of political authority. The leaders of government hold power only temporarily, as long as they enjoy the trust of the people. The people are free to criticize their elected representatives and vote them out of power. Justice and equality. Justice and equality are the two pillars of democracy. Justice is to give each one what is due to him or her as a person. Equality is defined by our Constitution as every citizen is equal before the law. There shall be no discrimination by virtue of caste, sex, religion, wealth, etc. To enjoy equality, there should be justice. guarantee of basic human rights to every citizen. In a democracy, every citizen has certain basic rights that are guaranteed by the constitution of the country. These rights cannot be taken away by the state. They are the right to freedom of speech and action. That is, citizens can say and write that they think and feel without fear of reprisal. No one can tell you what you must think, believe, or say. The right to equality. All are equal in the eyes of the law. The right to freedom of religion. Citizens can choose their own religion and practice their religion as they see fit. The right to information. Each person has the right to know what is happening in the country and the world. There can be no censorship of information. The right to travel and settle anywhere in the country. The right to associate with other people and to form and join organizations of their own choice. The right to assemble freely and to protest government actions. Everyone has an obligation to exercise these rights peacefully with respect for the law and for the rights of others. The rule of law. In a democracy, there are several laws to limit the power of the government to maintain order and protect the rights of citizens. All citizens are equal in the eyes of law. No one is above the law, not even a king or an elected president. No one may be discriminated against on the basis of their race, religion, ethnic group, or gender. No one may be arrested or imprisoned without adequate reason. Torture or ill treatment of prisoners is forbidden. This is known as the rule of law. Separation of powers. To ensure smooth and impartial governance, most democracies provide for the separation of the three bodies of the government. The executive. The executive is answerable to the legislature, while the judiciary is kept independent of the other two bodies. So, the three bodies are the executive, the legislature, the judiciary. These three bodies keep a check on each other. The legislature. The legislature or the parliament, as it is commonly called, consists of elected members of the government. These elected members of the parliament reflect the wishes and needs of the people who elected them to office. As such, this is the most powerful body of the government. The executive. This executive deals with the actual execution of the laws. The executive is a small but extremely powerful body of ministers who are drawn from the parliament. The executive is led by the president or the prime minister. The judiciary. The judiciary enforces the laws made by the legislature. The courts of justice are fully independent of the other branches of government. The courts are expected to be fair and impartial in their judgments. No one, not even the president or prime minister, can tell a judge how to decide a case. One of the most important duties of the courts is the protection of fundamental human rights. Governance for the public good. In a monarchy or a dictatorship where the people have no control over the way the government works, in a democracy, the government is elected to work for the good of the public. Participation of citizens in politics and civic life. The citizens of a democracy participate actively in its functioning. They are well informed about the issues facing the country and how they want the issues addressed. The people elect their representatives carefully after listening to them speak on various issues. Once elected, the citizens continue to keep a watch on the leaders they have chosen. The success of a democracy depends on citizen participation, but participation must be peaceful, respectful of the law, and tolerant of the different views of other groups and individuals. The limits and requirements of democracy. In democracy is to work, citizens must not only be aware of their rights and fight for them, they must also observe the principles of democratic conduct. People must respect the law and reject violence. Democracy requires compromise. Groups with different interests and opinions must be willing to sit down with one another and negotiate. In a democracy, one group does not always win everything it wants. Different groups win on different issues. Over time, everyone wins something. However, if one group is always excluded and fails to be heard, it may turn against democracy in anger and frustration. Every citizen must respect the rights of fellow citizens and their dignity as human beings. People can question the decisions of the government, but they should not reject the government's authority. Thank you.